good evening from Langhorse Field on the campus of Elmhurst College, where the Elmhurst College Blue Jays look for their first CCIW win of the season, and they'll be facing a team also looking for their first, the North Central College Cardinals, facing off against the Elmhurst College Blue Jays. I'm Luke Tanaka, glad to have you alongside the Blue Jays in the white today. They'll head from right to left in what can only be described as a disappointing week for the Blue Jays. They're coming off a tie at home on a rainy day against Augustana, and then a loss on the road to Milliken, a heartbreaker, as the Big Blue scored late in the game to send the Blue Jays all the way back home from Decatur with a loss. Now both teams here, as North Central fell in their first conference game of the season as well, a 2-1 loss to Carthage. Both teams highly motivated to get themselves back in the CCIW picture with a win today. Blue Jays certainly feeling that motivation after the rough week, and we're underway. North Central wearing the red with the black sleeves, heading from left to right, defending the left goal, attacking the right goal here in this first half. For the Blue Jays, it'll be in the white with the blue trim and the blue numbers and the blue shorts as well. They'll be attacking at the left goal today against the Cardinals here, at least in the first half. Andrew Hicks plays one to Sam Johnson. Johnson still with some space here, plays it to the far side. Garnett, long run. Can he get there in time? Yes, just keeps it inside, but a nice play by the North Central defender to take it away, and the Cardinals will come back up the other way. Last time the Blue Jays had a wake-up call, you could say, I suppose, as they fell to Concordia of Wisconsin in a game where they felt like they should have come out on top. Last time that happened, the Blue Jays put a 5 spot up on Simpson. We'll see what could happen here as this ball sent well over the end line. It'll be a goal kick for the Elmhurst keeper, Nick King. King, the junior from Downers Grove, Illinois, an all-conference, all-region pick last year, a 1.42 goals against average in 8 games played. Missed the first 3 games of the season with an injury, but has recorded 2 shutouts since coming back. Other starters for the Blue Jays, Keegan Thompson in the midfield, Nick Fetchy, a defender, Sam Johnson playing forward. That was number 3 for Thompson, number 6 for Fetchy, number 7 for Sam Johnson. David Bez playing on the back line today for Elmhurst. That's a change for the Blue Jays, along with Matt McNamara and Derek Dedman on that back line for Elmhurst. Andrew Hicks, a defensive midfielder, another midfielder in there, number 10, Alec Ganas. Looks like Fetchy playing the right back position for the Blue Jays today. J.D. Garnett up front. We've seen him have a couple of rockets here early in the season. And then Austin Larson, nice to see him back in the lineup, the midfielder on the near side. And that's the starting 11 for the Blue Jays today. King number 1 in goal, then Thompson number 3, Fetchy number 6, Johnson number 7, Andrew Hicks number 9, Alec Ganas wearing 10, David Bez 13, Matt McNamara 14, J.D. Garnett 16, Austin Larson 19, and Derek Dedman number 21 for Elmhurst. On the other side, North Central coming in 2-6-1, 0-1 in the conference. Sebastian Garcia, the goalkeeper, he's played 8 games for North Central so far this year as Garnett sends one towards the middle. That's up into the air by the North Central defense. First clear attempt swing not there. Second one is good towards the North Central bench. The ball goes. A forward, Andreas Christensen, number 5. Number 7, Ryan O'Dean. Number 8, John Kissel. And number 9, Chandler Ola, all starters as well for North Central. Number 10, John Borzik. Number 11, Ivan Bajorquez. And number 16, Alexis Flores. Number 20, Peyton Sanford. Number 21, Sean Woodford. And number 25, Nate Donovan rounds out the starting 11 for North Central here today. Just saw, if you are just joining us, the Elmhurst women's team fell to North Central earlier today. Second loss in a row for the Blue Jay women's soccer team. They now are 1-2 in the conference, 8-3 overall, while North Central gets their 3rd win of the year, their 2nd in conference play on the women's side. That is now, what, a 2-0 record in the conference after a 1-5-2 non-conference schedule. North Central, I should say, able to win their first 2 conference games of the year. And that's a good start for the Cardinals of North Central on the women's side. tough start for the Blue Jays after an 8-1 non-conference record on the women's side. Now losing their last two, now 1-2 in CCIW play. Ball blasted away by Matt McNamara. Both teams feeling each other out here in the first 5 minutes or so of the game. No shots, no fouls, nothing yet. Thompson plays to the near side. Larson keeps it in. Plays back for Thompson down the line. Keegan Thompson sends one to the middle, deflected. Sam Johnson with a chance, handball right in the middle. You can see it. And it'll be sent up the other way. Johnson thumbs up to Thompson for the nice ball, but Johnson just unable to play it cleanly. North Central opened up their season with a 2-1 victory over Edgewood, and a tough stretch after that. Tied against Carleton on the road in Minnesota, then lost a heartbreaker in double overtime to UW Platteville 4-3. And then lost to St. Thomas on the road, Benedictine at home, Dominican at home, and then U of Chicago at home, for what ended up being 5 consecutive losses. North Central will be halted here as they take a throw in on the near side. Then they did get a win against Central, their second win of the year, to snap that funk, and then lost to Carthage in overtime. Carthage, a really good team in the conference this year, ranked number 19 at the time they played North Central, so not a bad loss certainly for the Cardinals, and to take the Redmen to overtime. We saw the Redmen here last year in the CCIW semifinals. The Blue Jays played host to Carthage, and it ended up being a 11-round shootout. The Blue Jays lost to Carthage, a tie that saw the Redmen advance on penalties. Here's Fetchy on the far side, plays it to the middle of the field. That's where North Central Cardinal and Christensen is. Christensen's pass a little off the mark, intended for Woodford. Here comes Bez, delivering a throw in towards Sam Johnson, gets around his defender. Johnson controlling it with the head, now brings it down with the feet. Looking for some help. Ooh, through the legs of the defender, trying to get around him. Physical play in the box. Shipped back towards Thompson, but away by North Central. Thought Thompson used the arm there to control the ball. Referees didn't see it. Either that or they saw something different. Foul on Elmhurst here. We'll send it up the other way. Ball drilled ahead by North Central, brought down by McNamara and played towards Austin Larson on the near side. Alec Ganas looking for a play on this one. He has it. Ganas sends one towards the middle. No white shirts home. Andrew Hicks keeps it in. Larson ends up having it go over the near sideline. Nice touch pass there by North Central. Another good one. Here's a shot right into the hands of Nick King. That was some really good offense from the Cardinals there. Check out these touch passes. There's one, there's two. And then this shot, one-on-one with the keeper, but King able to make the save. Looks like Ryan O'Dean on the shot. On the far side, first shot of the game. Good chance for North Central. First chance of the game goes to North Central. This ball drilled away by the back line of the Cardinals. McNamara brings it down. Hicks ends up getting fouled. Looks like Andrew Hicks wanted to play it quickly, but there's no options open. As there you see the physical play there in the middle. Referee just trying to get a grasp on the game here to open it up. Our officials today, Sergio Alvarez in the middle, Ethan Bugie. Assistant referee one on the far side, and then Tomas Zedzikowski manning the near side. Larson chips it towards the middle, and it ends up over the end line. Corner kick for the Blue Jays. There wasn't an Elmhurst player in the area, but the goalie still had to stop a ball there. Went off of one of the North Central players and ended up playing it over the end line. That'll give J.D. Garnett a chance to rip a corner from the far side. Blue Jays pack it in tight. Here it comes from Garnett, low line drive. Fetchy tried to get a touch. He ends up with it. Pops it back up towards the middle. McNamara can't quite get the header. And, ooh, big collision between Thompson and, trying to see who that is for North Central. Looks like Bajorquez in the middle of the field. And it'll be a foul on Thompson. See that, ooh, good look there on the replay at that big collision in the middle of the field. Both players okay. Always good to see. And North Central will have a free kick here. Looking at the conference standings now, North Park already played 3 conference games. They've won all 3 of them. They're 3-0 in conference play. As this one brought down towards the middle, dangerous ball, but cleared away by the Blue Jays. This one chipped back in, and King will easily field it. Carthage and Illinois Wesleyan both 1-0 in the conference. Milliken 1-1. Augustana 0-1, just the tie with Elmhurst last week. Elmhurst 0-1, Wheaton 0-1, North Central 0-1, and Carroll 0-2. Ball played for Ganas, just not quite on target there. Goal leaders, players to watch offensively. J.D. Garnett, Sam Johnson lead the Blue Jays with 3 each. We've seen some rocket shots from Garnett from about 25, 30 yards out. He can really lay into one. There's been some pretty impressive stuff from Garnett so far this year, especially in that Simpson game. He had 2 in that game, and the second one, Elmhurst's 5th goal that they scored, was an absolute rocket from 30 yards out to find the upper 90. And then Sam Johnson, who just seems to be in the right place at the right time. Very good attacker, very fast, number 7 for the Blue Jays. Have to watch him on the other side. The leader in goals, Gavin Sanchez, as this one hit up towards the far post, headed towards goal, and saved by Nick King. Another good-looking chance for North Central off the long ball, headed towards frame. By Borzik. Again, another save made by King to keep us scoreless. So Sanchez not starting for North Central today, the 5'9" sophomore. He does lead the team in goals as Thompson sends one across the field to the near side. Here's Larson. Pass intended for Hicks, not there. Cleared by North Central. And throw in to come for Elmhurst. That ball sent to the middle by Larson and gobbled up by the keeper, Sebastian Garcia, a 5'11" senior from Columbia. Pretty easy play for Garcia there. Long boot, little wind helping out, although it's really died down here as of late. High ball into the box, cleared by Hicks after McNamara played it originally. J.D. Garnett loses it, trying to make up for his mistake there. Double team with Fetchy, wins a throw-in. Blue Jays 5-3-3 on the season, 0-1-1 in the conference. Started off their season with a pair of wins on a road trip to Indiana. Beat Earlham 3-0, beat Anderson 2-0. Tie at home against Dominican, scoreless, and then a win against Kalamazoo and a tie against John Carroll out at Wheaton's Bob Baptiste Invitational. Lost to Chicago and Concordia, Wisconsin here at home, 4-1 and 2-1 respectively. Then defeated Simpson at home, or excuse me, defeated IIT at home and then defeated Simpson at home. 3-0 IIT on the road, I should have said, and then Simpson at home 5-2. As you see that foul on the far side, a little trip up perhaps from Garnett. Free kick for North Central. Then the tie against Augustana to open up CCIW play, and the loss on Saturday to Milliken on the road. One that will certainly hurt the Blue Jays when it comes to CCIW tournament positioning, or even qualification. I suppose you could say with 9 teams in the conference, makes it a little tougher to qualify for the conference tournament here this year. As you see that, this bit of a foul, looks like. Both players coming down. Lots of contact here in the early goings of this one. 5 fouls in the first 15 minutes or so. Dedman plays it ahead, but it skips too far for Garnett, and it'll be a goal kick for Garcia. Some scores from around the conference. Last Wednesday, Augustana won, Elmhurst 1. Dubuque defeated Carroll 5-1. North Park thrashed Milliken 4-0. Then Milliken defeated Elmhurst 2-1. Carthage took out North Central by the same score. Illinois Wesleyan beat Carroll 1-0. North Park also won that day 2-1. Augustana defeated Whitewater as well by a score of 2-1. That's a nice win for the Vikings over UW Whitewater. Then yesterday, Monmouth defeated Augustana 3-1, and Greenville tied Milliken 1 goal apiece. Today, a couple of CCIW games on the docket. Besides this one, Wheaton at Carthage. That should be a really interesting game to watch. We'll have to pull the stats up to give you updates throughout the contest. UW Platteville travels to Carroll, and then North Park on the road at Illinois Wesleyan, putting their 3-0 conference record on the line. Sam Johnson trying to get there. Instead, he wins the ball for Garnett. Chips one to the middle. Here's Thompson. Lays into one that's blocked. Play to the near side. Larson headed on by Ganas. Now Garnett brings it down. A chance to shoot, and he scores! J.D. Garnett from Ganas. Blue Jays on top first. 4th goal of the season for J.D. Garnett. Now the team high. Headed down by Ganas, 1 touch by Garnett, and the Blue Jays on top first. Elmhurst goal scored by number 16, J.D. Garnett. Assisted by number 10, Al Ganas. So the Blue Jays on top first. Garnett's 4th goal of the year. And assist number 1 on the season for Alec Ganas. Just Ganas' 3rd point of the season. Heads it to Garnett on the far side. Propels him to a goal. Now North Central, cross deflected. King has to play back on his line. Here's a header shot, save. That deflection really threw off Nick King, because if that ball's not deflected, he had a chance to field that one, I think, himself. Instead, off the deflection, it's smart for him to get back on his line. Eventually, it's sent ahead by Bajorquez, but he was able to field it cleanly, no problem. Not really able to put a lot on the header, the North Central attacker. And that'll be a foul on North Central, which will give the Blue Jays a free kick here. Let's see, McNamara will be the one to take it. 20 minutes in, and the Blue Jays on the board first. McNamara sends one to the far post. Johnson, ooh, he just missed it. He was offside anyway. Johnson came flying in. Little over his head, but he was offsides anyway. So that'll be the first offsides call of the day. 3 shots for North Central, 2 for the Blue Jays, but that 1 goal. Checking in on some scores from around the conference. 17 minutes in, Wheaton and Carthage tied at 1. Own goal on Wheaton puts Carthage ahead, but then Ben Backey on a penalty kick as this ball comes towards us into the stands. So it's an own goal on Wheaton, gives Carthage the lead. But then the Thunder answer back with Ben Backey's penalty kick goal. Tied at 1 up in Kenosha. 18 minutes in. Here's Larson shipping it ahead. North Central defense is there. First clear, but not all the way out as Larson keeps it in. Trying to play down the line now, looking for some space. Larson setting himself up. Tries to find Hicks on a run. Goes right to the defender, though. North Central will steadily clear it away, not quite to midfield as Bez holds it in. Bez again tries to thread the pass to Johnson. Taken away by Donovan. In another score around the conference, North Park 1, Illinois Wesleyan 1. Down in Bloomington. Remember, North Park 3-0 in the conference so far. Early favorite for the first half of the year as Johnson gets called for a foul. He says, wait, me? Sergio Alvarez, our middle official, says, yes, indeed, it was you. Not a whole lot there. Looked like he was boxing out the North Central player, but perhaps Alvarez saw something I didn't. This one played down. Here's a shot. Oh, what a save by Nick King. Diving attempt by King there, protecting the right post as the Elmhurst clearing attempt, not exactly convincing. Brought back down. It'll be a corner for North Central here. And they'll play it on the near side. Let's see who's going to take it. Going to be number 7 for North Central, Ryan O'Dean. Winding up for a left-handed kick. Here it comes, high arcing. King has no play, headed away by the Blue Jays. Looked like McNamara at the far post. Elmhurst still trying to clear it, still unable to do so. Here comes Odine back again. Bicycle kick attempt. Oh, what a save by King. What an effort on the far side. Really great attempt. I think that was Flores. It was. What a chance there. Oh, man, he connected on the bicycle kick there. But King was there for his 5th save of the day. All 5 shots for North Central have been on goal, and King has been all over every one of them. That was a heck of an attempt. Johnson offside. Runs into Garcia on his way. He can't believe it, but Yuji on the far side said he was offside. So we'll keep a tab on the 2 conference games around the league. Some interesting looks at the top of the conference with Carthage and North Park and Illinois Wesleyan. All 3 undefeated teams in the conference in action. Of course, it's still early in the conference season, but regardless, we'll keep tabs on all the games playing around the CCIW today. McNamara goes down hard. That'll be a foul. A little out of control there from Bajorquez, it looks like. North Park already with 7 shots, just one of them on goal, and it went for a goal. They're in the 23rd minute down in Bloomington. Still 1-1. Both games at a 1-1 tie score. Carthage and Wheaton, Illinois Wesleyan and North Park. And here, 1-0 Blue Jays on the goal by Garnett. Ball played by North Central. Looking opportunity here. Trying to send across the middle. Deflected by McNamara, and Hicks was back on defense as well, the midfielder. Able to clear it away. J.D. Garnett, 19th minute. Alec Ganas with the assist as he heads it down to Garnett. And then Garnett finds the far post. Put the Blue Jays up 1-0. Here is Garnett. Looking for some help. Finds Ganas. Run up the far side. This is Nick Fetchy. Fetchy, left-footed cross. Well over any white shirt in the area. Goal kick for Garcia, the keeper for North Central. And we'll have a slew of subs coming in now. Larson and Thompson off for the Blue Jays. Now another chance for Elmhurst coming up the far side. Angel Carreno into the game for Elmhurst here. And one more sub. Oh, it's Diedrich Cooper Seep coming in. You can tell by the hair of Cooper Seep as he replaces Austin Larson. Those are the 2 subs for the Blue Jays. Still looking for all the subs for North Central. I do see one, Andrew Stratton in at defender. There were 3 for North Central. We'll get you those as soon as we can. Number 3, Ramon Martin is another one. Just missing 1 at this point. Looks like number 18, Gavin Sanchez, will be the last one. Cooper Seep trying to play a ball to the middle. Here's Garnett. Whoa, wild shot that goes well high and wide. Trying to take a rip at it from distance. Garnett very dangerous from distance, but not this time. Already 1 goal on the day for him. Edmond wins the header off the kick from the keeper, Garcia. Ganas down, almost got run over by one of the new subs for North Central. Now the Blue Jays, Garnett hustling, won't get there. Throw in for North Central near side. Garnett's 4th goal of the year in the 19th minute put the Blue Jays on top. Nice play by Hicks to send that one back upfield. O'Dean brought it down. Now played by Kissel. The far side. Headed away. Ooh, nice play by Cooper Seep with some momentum here. He's got Johnson in the middle. He's got Ganas back. Defender O'Dean catching up to him. Cooper Seep goes down. Still with a chance to play a ball here, and does. Had some help from Carreno, but he had to take it away. North Central defense does well to stifle that Elmhurst scoring chance. 30 minutes into the first half. 5 shots for North Central, 3 for the Blue Jays. Well, the one shot on goal for Elmhurst was good from Garnett. And I think they're going to call offsides. I didn't see it, but that looked like the flag went up, so we're going to call it there on the far side. That is needless to say, a deep offside, as North Central has 3 more subs that want to check in at the next chance. Long ball. King is there at its highest point. Ball ripped by King. McNamara wants to play it all the way back to his keeper, and he will. No pressure applied, but King gets rid of it quickly anyway. Ball played ahead. Cooper Seep with a head of steam, trying to get there first. Sends one off a North Central defender who can't quite save it as it goes over the sideline. Now we'll have 5 subs, 2 for the Blue Jays and 3 for North Central. Zach Clements coming in, replacing Sam Johnson, and then we have Cooper Seep off again very quickly here. Lucas Weatherby Johnson checks in for Elmhurst. Throw in comes in. A couple of subs for North Central as well. We'll get to those new players at least as soon as we can. Like Stephen Abelos, number 19, checked in on the far side. 23 for North Central as well. We have a whistle here and a foul on Elmhurst, which will send it up the other way. Trifanovsky, it looks like, is the name of Teddy Trifanovsky. Played ahead by North Central, now to the middle. Elmhurst defense trying to double team, and Hicks gets there first and sends it away. Ground ball cross sent away by the Blue Jays, and a corner for North Central far side. It'll be Trifanowski to take it. Long ball towards the near post, headed back in. Elmhurst defense there. North Central trying to keep it in for another opportunity. They've had 5 shots, all on goal, all saved by Nick King. 1-0 Blue Jays. Popped up into the air. McNamara going for it, and a handball, I believe. Send it the other way for Elmhurst. 35 minutes into the first half. Elmhurst wins a corner now. I think that was Clements, and Garnett will be the one to take it this time. Garnett's had a couple of really nice corners in the past. Let's see if he can deliver one here. We also saw Weatherby Johnson had some really good corners as well, but this time they'll opt for Garnett instead. And he'll play it short. Bez holds back to Garnett, who's wide open. Sends it to the middle. Looked like Nick Fetchy wanted to find the header, but he got knocked down, and it went all the way across the face of goal to the near side. Here is Lucas Weatherby Johnson. Touch a little too far away from him for his own good, and North Central able to recollect and send it back up the other way. Ball ripped and all the way over the end line. A goal kick for Nick King coming up. North Central wins the 50-50 ball, but McNamara is there to send it up the other way. And a throw in for the Blue Jays near side. 8 minutes to go, first half. North Central wins a header. Good hustle play by Andrew Stratton, the defender. 6-foot senior from DeKalb, and now we'll have a sub for North Central here. Alex Flores heads out. Pedro Mathuzzi is the new North Central Cardinal into the game up front. Blue Jays 5-3-3 on the year. 0-1-1 in the conference. Not the start they were hoping for in conference play, having been picked 4th in the conference this year, behind Wheaton, Carthage, and North Park, but drawing with Augie and losing to Milliken. 2 very tough results for the Blue Jays to open up conference play. Up 1-0 here against North Central. Clements with a nice job to keep that ball in, but his touch will go a little too far and all the way to the North Central defense. Deadman on that back line blasts one to the near side. Garnett can't keep it in, so it'll be a throw in for the Cardinals. North Central, on the other hand, well, they lost their first conference game as well, and they lost to Carthage. That's not a bad loss. Carthage being one of the top 3 teams. The conference just so tough, top to bottom. This ball played ahead. Nice play by Hicks there. Oh, they're going to call a foul on him. Looked like he got ball. The player did end up falling down to the turf. Check this out. I thought he got the ball here. You'll see on the slide right there. Either way, though, he called a foul here. And it's going to be a free kick for North Central. 35 yards out, dangerous area. Under 5 minutes to play, first half. 1-0 lead for the Blue Jays. Good chance here for the Cardinals. Ball chipped and King is there, no problem. Ramon Marin on the free kick there. Ended up going all the way to Nick King. Sliding play by Hicks sends the ball back up into the air and away from a dangerous area. And then Ganas just blasts it. Clements has a step on his defender. Ooh, nice play there by the keeper, though. Garcia to come out and just beat Clements to the ball. But now Elmhurst still with a chance, and Clements rolls a shot all the way to Garcia. First save of the day for North Central's keeper. Fourth shot for the Blue Jays. Clements hoping that perhaps Garcia is still out of position, but he was back quickly. That one not played well back towards the keeper. King couldn't quite handle it, and it'll be a goal kick for him anyway as the ball goes over the end line. Under 3 minutes to play, first half, 1-0 Elmhurst. King lays into one. Hicks opts to play out of bounds instead of letting Gavin Sanchez have a run at it down the line. Now Fetchy sending it ahead for Clements. Headed back by North Central, but Ganas is there. Plays it with the chest, controls. Now trying to hustle in and beat Garcia to it. He won't. Garcia there easily in time. The senior from Columbia. Garcia waves everybody off and decides to clear it himself. Just pinballing around right now in the middle third. Off of Bez out of bounds. 90 seconds to play first half. Sanchez tries to play it. Now he'll apply the pressure as King backs up to field it. As we approach 1 minute to play here in the first half.
1 minute to play in the first half.
Played up. Here's Clements ripping a shot. Oh, Garcia with a big save. Really nice save by Garcia with less than a minute to go. Clements really put all he could into that one, and he struck it very well. Garcia handles it, and the Blue Jays lead stays at just 1-0. That was one heck of a chance from Clements there. 20 seconds to play here in the half. King will field, and that could do it here. He'll take his time, and we'll count down the final 10 seconds of the period.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. At the half, Elmhurst 1, North Central 0.
Elmhurst will take a 1-0 lead into halftime here at Leghorst Field. Let's check in at some of the stats from the first half. North Central outshot the Blue Jays 6-5. 6 shots on goal for North Central, but 6 saves for Nick King to keep the Blue Jays ahead in a shutout so far through for the first 45 minutes. And then in terms of shots on goal, 6-3 in favor of North Central, but again, the 6 saves, the key for King and the Blue Jays here in the first half. 1-0 Elmhurst. We'll wrap up the final stats of the half and bring you back with the second half here on Blue Jay TV in just 15 minutes.
Coming here as a Division III player, you're coming here to get your degree. We have some players that go on to be professional athletes. They've gone overseas, but that's not the norm. Our players are coming. They're finishing their playing careers here, and so whenever they're done, they're being prepared in something else other than just basketball. So for us, that's the student-athlete model. You come in, you're working hard. Our players put in as much time as a Division I player does, but it's because they want to be there. I know that from motivating our players, if they're coming to practice, I know that they're working hard because it's out of them, not just because we've got a dollar sign, they have to do it, this is how they have to stay in school. They don't have to be there. They're there because they're motivated to, they want to be a good team, they want to be a good player, and there's something that's special about that experience to me, coaching that player.
Definitely being on the cross country and track team, that has been really great. The athletic community as a whole is really inclusive and inviting, and then having that team, it's really family oriented. We usually have 20 girls on the team, and we're all brought together by our love for running, and our coach is really instrumental in that. But you get to know each other so well through practices, and you're going through all these really hard workouts together. So you're putting everything you've got out there, and you're all supporting each other. You get to know each other on a really personal level that you might not otherwise just by meeting these girls in class. So you get to know about their families and their classes and their goals for the season, and you really support each other. The Division III athlete is kind of the perfect balance of student athlete too. You still get your sport, and it's highly competitive, and we compete just as much as the D1 athletes do, but then we are allowed to be students, and we can be involved in a lot of other things. I know a lot of the girls on my team and myself are involved in a lot of other clubs and organizations, and I feel like at a D1 school you kind of are limited. You can only be on your sports team and then study too for your classes. So we kind of get the best of both worlds with that.
College only happens once. You need to know what you're getting into. That's why we made this video. We wanted to give you an idea of what you might choose to get into at Elmhurst College. We went around the campus with a camera for a full school year and asked people what they thought about the place. We didn't plant anybody and we didn't script anything. We just asked questions. We started at new student orientation.
I chose Elmhurst because the campus is really nice, first off. I like it a lot, and it's really close to Chicago. I like Chicago.
The reason why I chose to come here is the smart classes and the atmosphere. The people here are friendly, and I just love it.
Nicest campus I've seen anywhere. I visited a lot of other schools, but this one just had all the trees. They had the atmosphere.
All the people I've met have been really, really friendly.
It's a beautiful campus.
It's a beautiful campus. Lots of plants, lots of friendly people. And they're just so helpful. Everyone wants to help you out to get to where you need to be.
Come on in, everybody. It's good to have you here.
It's just going to be a fun year all together. Meet lots of people, hang out, go downtown a lot.
Now it's time to kick off the school year. That means going to class. You've been doing that for years already, but classes at Elmhurst are a little different.
If you've never experienced something, you can definitely get into it and experience it here at Elmhurst.
It's an open environment.
Anywhere you go, you're going to get that opportunity just to better yourself. When you're in the large universities, you don't get that opportunity because you're just another student and they're just talking in front of you.
The class size is smaller, so you're not in a class of about like 600 people.
I know all of my professors by name, and what's better is they know me by name.
You can go to them and feel comfortable dropping them an email, stopping by their office during office hours and asking for help.
Every morning I wake up and I'm excited to see my students again. I love hearing them and their stories and getting to know them.
The opportunity to interact with faculty in a real meaningful way, whether it's in collaborative research, whether it's one-on-one, talking about aspects of the class in their offices, the availability, all those things are there.
Learning doesn't only take place in the classroom, but outside the classroom.
The lecturing style has sort of gone out of fashion. You do present some material, but you try for the students to discover the answers rather than providing them to the student.
It's a process, and we create that process every time, every class.
In business, they're not looking for people that have more accounting or more marketing. They're looking with people with what we consider the liberal learning skills.
You're going to be able to combine professional interests with a liberal arts education.
Elmhurst College is preparing me for my life experience later on after college, and it's a great environment to grow.
Elmhurst College gave me a chance to kind of sit back and evaluate the world at large, and then begin to say, okay, I could kind of see myself doing this.
Of course, all work and no play is no way to go through college. That's why we have special weekends like homecoming. Football is one of 18 varsity sports at Elmhurst. It's not the Big Ten. In a lot of ways, it's better.
But what separated Elmhurst College from every other institution that was looking to recruit me as a football player is Elmhurst College was more interested in me being a student athlete.
Knowing that I would be running cross country and track all 4 years, I think it's really helped me structure my educational career as well.
Being a student athlete takes up a lot of time, but it's a commitment that you really want to make.
What commitment do you want to make? You'll have your choice at Elmhurst.
There's over 100 different clubs and organizations on campus.
Elmhurst has something for everyone, there really is. I mean, whatever your interest is, it's here.
I've been involved in the music department, in the band, and now the orchestra. Intramural sports, or art, or music, or drama.
They have a great system here, and I really wanted to get involved.
Joining a fraternity, playing on the men's soccer team for 4 years.
You have so many opportunities to get your hands on things. You know, I was involved in union board and volleyball.
There's just a huge array that you can choose from.
You can definitely make a difference, definitely.
You can also make a difference far beyond the campus. Our study abroad program gives you a chance to experience the world. Elmhurst students study in 44 countries.
The first January I was here, I studied in France, and the second January I studied in India.
Back home, you'll enjoy all the advantages of going to college in Elmhurst, Illinois, a special suburb of a great city.
Downtown Elmhurst is walking distance, and there's so many things going on. We have the movie theater, there's restaurants, there's shopping.
The train station's right within walking distance, and you can always go to downtown Chicago.
About half-hour metro ride away. And so a lot of my friends will go downtown every few weekends and see what's down there. There's a lot of class trips that go downtown.
I like to go into the city. I enjoy spending time there. It's something totally new and different for me.
One reason you're going to college is to prepare for a life of professional achievement. We'll help you to get the hands-on experience you need to really know your stuff.
If you're looking for a job or you're looking for an internship, they have so many connections to help you.
They want to help you junior and senior year to be able to get those internships and get those job opportunities.
It gives you an automatic network of people.
I work for WGN. I am a sports news intern.
I'm currently interning at Victory Records, which is downtown Chicago.
I'm a sales planning intern with the Kellogg Company.
I'm interning at Paramount Public Relations.
I'm currently interning with the Chicago Bears.
There's a lot of teamwork involved in my internship, so you really learn how to work with other people.
It's very hands-on.
Just being able to work with their players, like the guys you see on TV on Sunday, and just kind of finding out that there's regular guys like everyone else. It's really been cool.
You're in a small school, and then you have this opportunity in the big city, and I've met artists, been to concerts, and it's awesome.
Our job is to help students learn how to navigate and manage their own career when they graduate.
So that's Elmhurst College in about 7 minutes. We'll leave you with a few final thoughts from our students and faculty.
Those people who decide to come here simply say that there was a feeling about the campus. They said there's just something, they sense something more, like hey, I belong here.
Coming in here and making the connections with the people that I have, I know that even when I graduate, I'm still going to have these connections. I'm still going to have a home here even, 5, 10, 20 years down the road.
I'm sure there's other good schools out there too, but I think you'd have a hard time beating Elmhurst.
Your experience is going to really be what college ought to be.
Originally, it was a breath of fresh air. I'm alone. What am I gonna do? What could I possibly do? What's ahead for me? And once I got on campus, I just excelled. I utilized all my resources coming here. It was a program called Direct Connect, which was a minority program to get students situated with the campus 2 weeks before school started. So I actually lived on campus 2 weeks before. I went to seminars, which actually helped us get acquainted to the long campus hours. The teachers that were in the seminars were actually going to be our teachers that were on campus. So we have something here called the first year seminar, which not only is supposed to promote growth within the freshmen, but also serve as a guidance or a type of direction for their first time here. And they were ecstatic. They helped me, they gravitated towards me, and I actually use them as a stepping stone even now in senior year. Growing up, I did not have that type of support. In high school, you think you can stay after class, but what will other students think? I think once I got here, it was more so what do I want? Just having a drive, a motivation to go forth and actually reach out for help or ask for help.
There's always a new experience right around the corner. I didn't plan on running here. And then, right before school started, I emailed Coach Eric Guda. I sort of have been running this summer, and I've always been a runner. What if I joined the team? And he was so excited about it, and he was just very welcoming about it. So the fact that I came into the school with 17 other people that were runners and I had something to relate with, that was awesome. Since we're all D3 athletes, school comes first, athletes come second. But at the same time, we're playing that role 24/7, and it's really helpful that I don't just have this cross-country family. I have all the athletes here on campus that I know I can relate to in some way. There's so many opportunities here that help you push you in the right direction, and there's always someone to help you along the way and support you and be your friend, and also be your professor, and also be your coach and be your mentor. And there's just so many different roles that you can connect one-on-one with everyone.
I came in as an English major. I was looking to be secondary ed, and I wasn't really sure, and I took an American history class that I just loved. Every history professor I've had is really excited when they're lecturing, which is not typically what you assume you're going to get in a history lecture. They're all just really passionate about what they do. And I got just as excited and wanted to be up there. So I got in contact with my professor, and I was like, I'd like to do what you do. How do I get there? Since then, I've been kind of on the path to grad school, and I've had probably 15 meetings with my professor. She shared everything that she's done, her statement of purpose, how to get in contact with other professors at grad schools, when to take the GRE. She's pretty much been with me through the whole thing, and I'm not really sure how I would have done it without her. Elmhurst has changed me pretty much all around. The people I've met here have really shaped the direction I'm going. I didn't think I'd be heading in the direction I am when I came in, and it's a select few professors and classes and a couple people I've met that have really pushed me to do what I want to do now, and it's nice to feel like you have a direction, and I don't think I would have found that if I hadn't been here.
Welcome back to Elmhurst Field, where the Elmhurst College Blue Jays lead the North Central College Cardinals by a score of 1-0 here at Elmhurst Field on the campus of Elmhurst College. Luke Tanaka with you as the Blue Jays got a 18th minute goal from J.D. Garnett, assisted by Alec Anas. There's a cross by Larson, started off, and then after that, A header on by Ganas towards the far post, and J.D. Garnett. One touch control with the chest, second touch, put it right inside the far post. The Blue Jays lead by 1-0 score as Nick King made 6 saves in that first half. All 6 of North Central's shots were saved by King. I was able to keep the Blue Jays out in front throughout, despite some pretty solid scoring chances for the Cardinals, stifled by the Elmhurst keeper. North Central with a throw in on the near side. This ball chipped to the near side and couldn't quite get played. It was a handball by John Kissel. After the handball, Nick King will have a free kick for the Blue Jays. Recapping that first half stats, 6 shots to 4. Now 5 shots for the Blue Jays after 1 in this half. 6-3 in shots on goal. 6 saves for Nick King, 2 saves for Sebastian Garcia. As J.D. Garnett has a chance to lay into one. He hits it wide. Here's a chance for the Blue Jays, and it's score. Is it a goal? Yes, it is. 2-0 Elmhurst. Welcome back to the starting lineup, Austin Larson. Garnett with the assist. Larson back in the starting lineup now after missing some time with an injury. His first goal of the year.
Elmhurst goal, scoreboard number 19, Austin Larson. Assist by number 16, J.D. Garnett.
Garnett to Larson. Not even 5 minutes into the second half, the Blue Jays now lead 2-0 on the first goal of the season by Austin Larson. Nice to see him back in the fold after the injury to him earlier in the season, as King plays this one smoothly. Elmhurst now has a 2-0 lead to play with. This one a bomb of a boot from King. Nice flick ball to the near side for North Central. Here comes Kissel. Sliding stop by Fetchy. Pretty nice defensive play there by Elmhurst. Fetchy just sends it away. And a handball by the defender Stratton. A free kick for the Blue Jays here from just under 50 yards out. They'll play it short to Fetchy. Like nobody knew what was going on, and now Fetchy lifts it towards the middle, headed away by North Central, and out by Bajorquia. Ooh, nice turn and run here from one of the North Central attackers, but look at Garnett's speed to get back. It looks like, that's Bez who got back defensively. That was some serious closing speed by the Elmhurst defender. Throw in from North Central towards the near post, bouncing in a dangerous area, headed away by McNamara and then sent further by Larson. Sam Johnson recovers, but it's sent away by North Central for an Elmhurst throw in. Blue Jays scoring on a 19th minute goal by J.D. Garnett and then a 48th minute goal from Austin Larson. Assist coming from Alec Anas and J.D. Garnett respectively. So 3 points in the game for Garnett. A goal and an assist. Fetchy on a long run. Has some more space. Has it taken away. Trying to find somebody open. Perhaps held on to it just a bit too long. It'll be a throw in, and we'll have a couple more subs coming in. One for the Blue Jays and one for North Central. Johnson will head out. About 9 minutes into the second half, and the Blue Jays have a 2-0 lead. Both teams at 6 shots. Here's a cross to the middle, and oh, what an attempt by North Central. It was Ola on the far side, skying for that one on the volley, but he couldn't quite put it home. A great opportunity, as you see there, for North Central. First shot that has been off or away from goal, I guess. Every one of their 6 shots, North Central in the first half, was on goal. That one was a great opportunity for Ola, but he just missed it wide. to stop the clock here. Let's see some talking to here in the middle. And looks like just it'll be talking to by the official Alvarez to the two players. New sub into the game for the Blue Jays, Tanner Hendricks, by the way. That last sub that came in. For the Cardinals, it's John Borzik, who started the first half but did not start the second half. Instead, the Cardinals going with Andrew Stratton. Now they bring Borzik back on. He replaced number 11, Ivan Bojorquez, while Hendricks replaced Sam Johnson. A couple of early subs here in the second half. Ball played up the far side. Dedman able to clear it away. Hard throw in controlled by the Cardinals. Chip to the Ola. Ola sends it forward. Here's a header back towards frame instead of on goal, and it's chipped away by McNamara. Here's Borzik again. Ground ball shot. Bojorquez takes a rip at it, couldn't get it to go. Chipped ahead, North Central offside. Long boot from King, overshoots all of the white jerseys. Header pops up into the air, and Larson able to control it back to the back line of the Blue Jays. Hicks chips one to the far side. Stratton keeps it in, but here comes Ganas. Here's a long ball, a little too long from the far side on a cross, and North Central will have a couple of subs here, along with one for the Blue Jays as well. Lucas Weatherby Johnson back into the game now for Elmhurst as he chips one towards the middle. Garcia on a dive, able to field it cleanly. Here's a chip towards goal that is well high and wide. Still a shot for North Central nonetheless, but not quite the shot he was looking for. J.D. Garnett brings it down and controls. He's got a couple of players ahead, finds Weatherby Johnson. Hendricks moving towards the middle. Weatherby Johnson sends one in the middle. Two touched away by one of the North Central defenders. 14 minutes gone, second half, 2-0 Blue Jays. Fetchy throws one into the middle. Here's Larson chipping one towards goal that's picked up on one hop by Garcia. Third save of the day for Sebastian Garcia, the senior from Columbia. The 8th foul on Elmhurst today in the middle of the field there. 2 corners apiece, 3 offsides on the Blue Jays, just 1 on North Central. 8 shots to 7 in favor of the Cardinals, 6 shots to 5 on goal. Also in favor of the team in red. 6 saves for King, 3 saves for Garcia. Ball chipped to the near side, headed on, up into the air, dangerous area. Somebody's got to win a header here, and it's going to be a foul on North Central, which will send it up the other way. And somebody is down on the turf. Matt McNamara slow to get up. He does get up under his own power, so it looks like he'll be okay. In other action around the conference, Carthage has taken a 2-1 lead over Wheaton at home up in Kenosha. Carthage really dominating in terms of shots, 8-2 right now. Jamie Towsend, his 2nd goal of the year in the 52nd minute, putting the Redmen ahead 2-1. And North Park and Illinois Wesleyan all knotted up 56 minutes in. Illinois Wesleyan has actually put in a new keeper in that game for the 2nd half. A 1-1 tie score. Those are 2 undefeated squads in the CCIW. The other undefeated squad, Carthage, who currently leads Wheaton, as I mentioned. Wheaton, normally the powerhouse here, one of the powerhouses in the CCIW, as it'll be a foul on Ganas in the middle of the field, which will send it back up the other way. But this year, Wheaton just hasn't quite figured it out yet. They're 2-5-3 right now. They played a very difficult schedule and ended up losing their first conference game of the year as well. Line drive cross, and the free kick sent away by McNamara. Marthaby Johnson pops it up to himself, and Ganas heads it on to keep his momentum going forward. Now stops, looks, Garnett. Nice looking pass to Garnett on the near side. J.D. Garnett trying to run some fancy moves, getting around his defender, still with some space. Chips it back for Fetchy, who has even more space to send a cross in. Header towards goal, just wide by Ganas. Ooh, good looking opportunity for the Blue Jays. Great look from Fetchy. That's a really good ball from Fetchy, and Ganas right there just couldn't quite finish. Just misses wide in the near post. Diedrich Cooper-Seep replaces Tanner Hendricks as the sub for the Blue Jays. Ganas, nice play to take it away. Plays for Hicks. And now the back line of Elmhurst will control. 27 minutes to go, second half. Blue Jays still up by 2. Goal by Garnett, assist by Alec Ganas in the first half. Second half goal, assisted by Garnett, scored by Austin Larson. Fetchy ends up taking it away. A little battle for possession here on the near side, but North Central sends 2, and they're able to take it away. Offensive chance perhaps for the Cardinals. And that's a one-hopper all the way to the keeper. Sent in by Jared Collier. you're interested in baseball, not a bad time while you're watching this to turn on the wild card game as well, because Noah Syndergaard hasn't allowed a hit through 5 2/3 innings against the Giants at home. Although he has thrown 84 pitches, and he's only through 5 2/3, so the Giants have done a good job of working at bats. But at the same time, still don't have a hit yet against Syndergaard. That game scoreless in the top of the 6th inning. Giants and Mets with Denard Span at the plate. And it looks like that will be the first hit against Syndergaard. Yep, it's a single to center as this ball is lifted right to Nick King off the free kick by North Central. 20 minutes in, and as soon as I say it, Denard Span with a single off of Noah Syndergaard. Still scoreless in the wild card game between the Giants and the Mets. 2-0 here in favor of Elmhurst at Langhorse Field. Whistle and a foul. Free kick for the Cardinals, deep in their own end. Austin Larson wins a throw-in on the far side for the Blue Jays. Right away headed back in by North Central, up into the air by Larson. Weatherby Johnson stops it, plays for Hicks, whose touch just isn't quite there for Fetchy. Pass from the far side, a little too strong for Hicks. He had to hustle for it. Nice play by Bez there. David Bez, the defender, will take it up. We've seen him play up front at times for the Blue Jays, but now playing on the back line in this game. Blue Jays still continuing about halfway through the season, trying to find the best combination on that back line. Diedrich Cooper Seep all alone. Has some help back. Takes a shot that's blocked. Ganas was wide open. Coming back, he was calling for the ball, arms in the air and the whole thing. As here's ripped a shot, and he scores! J.D. Garnett with yet another rocket. No, it's Lucas Weatherby Johnson, excuse me. Garnett chest bump Weatherby Johnson, but all alone right in the middle of the field, Weatherby Johnson with an absolute rocket. And unassisted, the Blue Jays now have the lead by 3. For Weatherby Johnson, his first goal of the year after 4 assists. What a shot. Check it out on the replay. 30 yards out, no doubt about that one.
Elmhurst goal, score by number 4, Lucas Weatherby Johnson.
So Elmhurst now leads by 3, as we've seen all sorts of subs come in for both squads. Get you those as soon as we can. Definitely on North Central side, 3 were set to check in at the next dead ball, and that was it. The goal from Weatherby Johnson, absolute rocket. Wide open, ball just squirts right to him in the middle of the field, and he did not miss it. First time we've seen Oliver Sale, number 23, as he checks in for Elmhurst. Also looks like Josh Arvidsson for the first time today for the Blue Jays. Just like the last time when the Blue Jays really needed to answer the call after their loss to Concordia, Wisconsin here. Their next home game was against Simpson, and that was quite a wake-up call for the Blue Jays as well. 5-2 victory over Simpson. One of the best offensive outputs they've had in years, not just this season, their highest offensive output, but I think it was their highest goal-scoring total since 2013. 5 goals against Simpson, and offense fired on all cylinders here. I wouldn't quite call this like the Simpson game, but at the same time, 3-0 right now. King really having a great performance in net right now, as that one goes all the way to him. Nick King with 6 saves. Elmhurst now 10 shots, North Central's 8. All 6 saves for King came in that first half. Arvidsson wanted to go to Garnett. Passed just a little wide of him. Clear attempt deflected before the second one goes over the near sideline. Long ball to the far side, going to connect with Kissel. He sends one into the middle, dangerous area. Here's a shot for North Central, and it's a goal. Right into the middle, Chandler Ola scores. And it's now 3-1.
North Central goal scored by number 9, Chandler Ola.
So now it's 3-1. Can't tell if that ball went off of a Blue Jay player or if it went off of number 18, Gavin Sanchez, who is in the area as well. It was one of the two. Now we have a whistle here, but just a North Central throw-in on the far side. Looks like it may have gone off of Derek Dedman. I'm not sure. The ball came right back to the middle. Here comes a corner from the Cardinals, sent away by McNamara. And then a shot by Ola that's easily saved by Nick King. Seventh save for King, 3-1 Elmhurst after the goal by Ola. Down goes Ola on the near side. No call made. North Central crowd furious as Arvidsson comes back up the other way. Here he takes a right-footed shot that's saved by Garcia. looks like we may have a card coming out here. Elmhurst talking to the official right now. And it's going to be Matt McNamara, charged with the yellow. So yellow card for McNamara, our first booking of the evening. And it'll be a free kick for North Central from 20 yards out. Here comes the free kick straight on. It's a rebound, and the shot goes wide. Oh, what a good opportunity for North Central to pull within one. Unable to capitalize as King gets the save, but the rebound comes out. North Central seemingly right in this game right now, despite being down by 2. Couple of really good chances to put themselves back within 1. Chances being relatively even here in the second half. 12 to 11 shots in favor of the Cardinals right now. Throw in for the Cardinals. But Hicks steps in front of it. Now Arvidsson plays for Carreno, a little too far from the right foot of his intended target. Sale plays to the far side. Here is Clements. Fancy footwork. Low ground ball shot right to Garcia. 5th save of the day for Sebastian Garcia, senior keeper for North Central. King gets there first and sends it away. Sam Johnson looks like coming back in. He'll replace Josh Arvidsson here. Blue Jays still leading by 2, less than 13 minutes to play. Scoring so far, we'll recap it. 19th minute, J.D. Garnett, an assist by Alec Ganas. It was an Austin Larson cross that Ganas headed on right to Garnett on a run to the far post. Garnett found the left side of the goal for his 4th of the year. Blue Jays extended their lead to 2-0 when Austin Larson was rewarded for his great cross with a goal of his own off an assist from Garnett. Similar play, diagonal cross to the far side, and then Larson put it inside the far post for him, closer to Garnett, as we'll have the throw in for Elmhurst here. All right, well, excuse me, we'll have, I guess, a goal kick for Nick King here. 3rd goal, 69th minute. Lucas Weatherby Johnson, an absolute rocket as the ball squirted out to him from about 30 yards out, and he buried it inside the right post. Really stellar play by Weatherby Johnson there. And then Chandler Olas puts the Cardinals on the board as the ball actually deflects off the back of an Elmhurst defender and ends up going right to the middle of the field where Ola is sitting there waiting, and he buries one past Nick King to the left post. "12 shots even, 9 on goal for North Central, 8 on goal for the Blue Jays. 8 saves for Nick King today. Had quite a day in net. Corner for the Cardinals on the far side. Borzik will take it. Left-footed kick headed away by McNamara. Seems like he's always been in the middle when North Central's had a corner. As Ola rips one that's blocked. And it's popped back up into the air. Was Carreno with the block. Nicely done by him to stifle that opportunity. That was a rocket from Ola. Nick King able to field cleanly, and 35 minutes into the second half, Blue Jays still up by 2. North Central's had decent opportunities to pull closer. Ball off of Deadman, and McNamara helps his teammate out by clearing it away before it can go for a North Central corner. Sam Johnson now has some space in front of him for Clements. Clements with some open space in front. He has Johnson in the middle, tries to send one through, a corner for Elmhurst. Nice play by Johnson and Clements there. A good run by both forwards. Let's see who wants to take the corner. And we're going to stop it here. Elmhurst taking a bit too much time to figure out who wants to take the corner. Looks like Carreno will be the one to take it. Elmhurst will keep numbers back here. And they send just 4 into the box for this corner. Here comes the kick. It's low and short. Fetchy plays back for Weatherby Johnson, who has a man on him quickly. Borquez applying lots of pressure. Able to play it to Deadman, who sends it forward a little too far as Garcia plays it on one hop. Fetchy running back defensively. And Fetchy seems to have hurt something on the near side. He is down on one knee. He was running up for that one. He's stretching on the near side. Not sure what that's all about. And it looks like we'll have a stoppage here, as Fetchy's going to go to the ground and North Central will sub. And Joe Mattingly, the trainer, will have to come out to attend to Fetchy. Some new subs for North Central. 3 of them, in fact. Fetchy will walk off under his own power. That's always a good sign. Back into play here. Ball popped up into the air, far side. Throw in for North Central. 8 minutes to go and a 2-goal game. 3-1 in favor of the Blue Jays. Checking in around the league, Carthage has extended their lead to now 3-1 over Wheaton. Their 3rd goal coming from Adrian Herrera on a penalty kick. That's their 2nd penalty kick goal. Or excuse me, 1st penalty kick goal, 2nd of the game, I should say. Borzik to take this one. Good curling free, or excuse me, corner kick that's sent to the near side. Here's Ola. Nice move, chips it, but right to King. Another save for King, give him 9. 3-1 Carthage leading Wheaton, and North Park has taken the lead over Illinois Wesleyan 2-1. 81st minute there. Wheaton and Carthage currently in the 76th minute. We have 7 minutes to go here in this game. Carreno trying to keep up with Collier. Puts one towards the middle. Sliding stop by Hicks. Clear by Deadman. Borzik. And away emphatically by Weatherby Johnson. Clements goes down hard, and then that'll be a foul on him. He thought he was fouled, and maybe a little too physical after that, a little frustration. He thought he was fouled right here. You see that little takedown right there, but then that is what the official sees. Often, you hear that in football all the time when they have some pushing and shoving. Often it's not the first one, but the second one that'll end up getting called. Free kick for North Central, Sales, and it'll be Nick King to boot one away from his goalie position. Weatherby Johnson heads it on, but it's popped back up into the air by the Carthage defense. Sale plays it far side for Clements. Getting there first was Christensen. Wheaton is all of a sudden pulled within 1. Up in Kenosha is now 3-2 in favor of Carthage as Max Carey scores. And that own goal really hurts right now if you're Wheaton. Own goal in the 6th minute put Carthage ahead. Now it's 3-2. Carthage on top. North Park still leading Illinois Wesleyan 2-1 as that one hops to King. With under 5 minutes to play here in the second half, a 2-goal lead for the Blue Jays. Still 4 minutes to go. Blue Jays leading by 2. But after this, Elmhurst will host as a part of a homecoming triple header here at Langhorse Field, Illinois Wesleyan on Saturday. With the football game set to start at 2, I'm going to guess that that's about a 6:30 start for the soccer team here, for the men's soccer team. That'd be my guess. I think it's scheduled for 5:30, but that's probably not going to happen with a football game lasting probably about 2.5, 3 hours. And then the warm-up, of course, for the men's soccer team. So men will play first, and then the women. Football, obviously, at 2. Men's soccer to follow, and then women's soccer after that. It'll be a long day here on Blue Jay TV. We hope you join us for all 3 contests, if not at least one of them. Big homecoming weekend on campus. This ball played to the middle. Elmhurst trying to clear, can't do it. Ola with a chance, instead is chipped away by Elmhurst. Another opportunity for North Central there, as the clear was not exactly emphatic. Back into play with under 3 minutes to go. It's a throw in that bounces across the face of goal. Dangerous area, still in a dangerous area. Shot by Borzik is wide. After this, the Cardinals will host Milliken at 1 p.m. on Saturday. So we'll be right back here at Langhorse Field on Saturday for that homecoming triple header. Should be a great day of Elmhurst College sports. Football against Carroll, and then the 2 soccer teams against Illinois Wesleyan. Always love to see that Alexander parking lot packed with tailgaters. Here's a ball into the middle. Good looking chance for one of those North Central Cardinals in the middle there. Looked like Sanchez. But eventually the ball ends up in the hands of King with less than 2 minutes to go. 15 shots to 12 in favor of the Cardinals. 10 shots on goal to 8. Also in favor of North Central, but Nick King, 9 saves. Quite a performance in goal from the Elmhurst keeper, what we've come to expect. Elmhurst offside. But feeling pretty good. 2-goal lead, less than 90 seconds to play.
One minute remaining in the second half.
Clements tried to play that one, ends up over the far sideline. North Central with a throw in. So Elmhurst, assuming this score holds with the victory, will move to 6-3-3, 1-1-1 in the CCIW. An absolutely crucial game for the Blue Jays, and they come out with 3 goals and a 3-1 win with 30 seconds to go. North Central will fall to 0-2 in the conference, 2-7-1 with this result. This ball played up for Ganas. I think he'll just go to the corner flag. Final 10 seconds of the game.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Final score, Elmhurst 3, North Central 1.
There you have it, 3-1 the final here between the Cardinals of North Central and the Blue Jays of Elmhurst, as Elmhurst gets their first conference win of the season. They are now 1-1-1 in the conference, 6-3-3 overall. North Central falls to 0-2 in conference play this year. Final stats of this one, North Central 15 shots, Elmhurst 12 shots on goal, 10-8 in favor of the Cardinals. But the 9 saves from Nick King come up huge for the Blue Jays as they come out on top by a final score of 3-1. Let's recap the scoring. Started with 1 goal in the first half. The Blue Jays led 1-0 after one half because of J.D. Garnett's 19th minute goal off an assist from Alec Ganas. His 4th goal of the year for Garnett. That's a team high. Right out of the gates of the second half, Austin Larson, assist by J.D. Garnett. Larson's first of the year, and that put Elmhurst up 2-0. Then Lucas Weatherby Johnson, an absolute rocket from 30 yards out, 69th minute. And then very soon after, Chandler Ola put one home for the Cardinals. They had a couple of chances late, did North Central, but weren't able to capitalize. And Elmhurst takes the victory. Final score 3-1. Thank you to Dennis for a great job at the controls, not only for this game, but also the women's game. I'm Luke Tanaka saying so long from Langhorse Field in Elmhurst. Final score, Blue Jays 3, Cardinals 1.